Now we're getting to the fun. We're going to run the backup loads off of the inverter. The inverter right now is connected to the solar, connected to the battery, and connected to the grid. All right, but we've got to turn on the backup loads because we're not going to operate right away in backup mode yet. We're going to get the loads running because those are going to be running all the time, and then we can remove utility power and see how it goes from there. So let's go ahead and start by turning on the backup system. Again, down to our favorite setting. We go down to, what do you think? Backup control. That sounds like a good one to do. Backup control on off. And there's backup settings. We're going to take a look here in settings. Need to make sure that your backup settings are correct before you start this system, because otherwise you could run into some trouble. So we're making sure our backup voltage is set to 240 and our backup frequency is 60 Hertz. We also have voltage droop set to disable, don't need it. But just to be aware, when the unit comes, it may be set up for 230 volts, 50 Hertz, and you would need to change it to 240, 60 Hertz. So important item there. So let's just escape out of there, save and send. All right, now we go back up to backup on and off. And I think we want to turn it on. So we turn it on. Great, we have our backup power circuit energized now. You'll hear the humming of the transformer there, and you're going to see the icon come up here on the screen. So make sure you look for that. And right now we don't have anything turned on. So now we're going to turn on some loads. Let's turn on the TV. We'll turn on a fan here. Things are going to get noisy as we turn things on. So don't worry about that. We're just going to show you and keep watching the screen there. Let's see. Somebody wanted some toast for breakfast, so I guess we want to make some toast. And somebody wanted coffee. Let's see what we got over here. So about 1.5 kilowatts. And we can have a competition. Which item uses the most power? Well, you'll be surprised that vacuum cleaner sucks a lot of power. So we're just going to hit that vacuum cleaner. It's going to get really loud now. All right, now we're running 3 kilowatts of load. That's about half the power that this thing can do. It can do twice as much as that. But that's about as much as you want to run on a backup system anyway. So that we just wanted to show you that. And these are on different phases. We've got the coffee making away here. Got our fan running. We could plug in more stuff if we want because we got still more capability in this inverter. Now remember, these are the loads for the house. So we want to run all the lighting, the refrigeration, smoke alarm circuits, all the things that we need during a power outage to keep running. There's going to be a lot of loads that we don't run. As we mentioned in our video about the sub panel, ovens, jacuzzis, those kind of things, we're just not going to run on this system. If you want to do that, spend a couple $100 grand, do it a different way. Okay, this is great. We showed that the electrical circuits are working, backup circuits are working, but this is where it gets even more interesting. We got to kill the utility power. So all that was to show that the circuits are working, all of our loads are working. You can see the screen there. Got our fan working. Here's utility power here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this. Everything's switched over. Now we're operating on backup power. Now you're going to see alarm here. The solar is going to go way down because now it's only supplying what we need. All right. The battery is already full, so there's no place to put any of the power. So we can turn on what we want, and what we're going to see, the solar come up because the loads went up. So we can turn things on up to 6 kilowatts right now, and it's free power, 100% free power coming from the sun because the battery's already full, topped off. Now if this was nighttime then the battery would start to deplete. We're going to start pulling power from the battery. So here we go. We got our power. Utilities, we lost utility power. We got our coffee. We got our toast. We got our TV. All is good with the world.